Mr. Feldman.
Honorable members of this committee and the council, I'm Jay Feldman, Executive Director of Beyond Pesticides, founded in 1981 to advance greater public understanding of pesticide hazards and eliminate the need for hazardous pesticides in our community. We are here tonight in support of 5214 on behalf of our members in Montgomery County. We support the overall intent of the bill to stop unnecessary use of hazardous pesticides applied for aesthetic, cosmetic purposes. The bill protects the health of the residents of Montgomery County by prohibiting the use of toxic pesticides that are linked to a range of adverse effects, from short and long-term effects, including cancer, birth defects, respiratory damage, such as asthma, neurological effects, immune system damage, and learning disabilities. For example, the weed killer glyphosate is associated with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma in the scientific literature, and 2,4-D is contaminated with dioxin, an endocrine disruptor, neurotoxic chemical. It's not one family of chemical we're talking about here. It's families of chemicals that are neurotoxic and have neurotoxic properties. The bill protects children and elderly because they are more vulnerable to pesticide exposure, given their developing or weakened immune system, respectively. The bill protects pets from diseases such as canine lymphoma. The bill protects the environment by stopping the use of pesticides linked to the poisoning of bees, butterflies, and beneficial organisms, most predominantly by restricting neonicotinoid pesticides or insecticides, and contamination of waterways like 2,4-D and glyphosate, which is found in our waters. Most importantly, the bill incentivizes organic methods that focus on building soil health with beneficial microorganisms, growing plants or healthy plants with weed prevention techniques that are less vulnerable to disease and infestation, rather than creating chemical-dependent plants and only focused on killing weeds. Why shouldn't Montgomery County rely on EPA and the Maryland Department of Agriculture, which allow these toxic chemicals to be widely used? Because this is not what Montgomery County does. With recycling, smoking, and other public health and environmental measures, Montgomery County considers the science, believes in the precautionary approach, especially when there are data gaps in the science, encourages innovation and protects its children and elderly with standards that are more protective than the federal government or the state. The same principles apply to 5214. And note that the U.S. Congress and the state of Maryland has upheld the right of you all to do so. We do not sacrifice beautiful lawns when we prohibit chemicals restricted in the bill. We simply need to educate and train those who manage lawns on the methods that build soil health and cultural practices instead of training them on applying poisons. We are at a crossroads faced with increasing environmental problems that affect the health of the community. With Bill 5214, we can create a healthier community. This is not just about prohibiting pesticides. It is about respecting biological systems that are central to the sustainability of the environment and the health of the members of this community. Thank you.